Greetings and welcome, my friends. This is Sanine, he forgot the Stein. He's not as smart as he thinks he is. We're kicking things off with a 3-lander. We don't have much in the way of ammo, but with double authority that could buy us time to fire off the stock up and get some business. Keep your pants on. The time has come to fire off our stock up. That's not the best looking 5 I've seen. We'll definitely take the love boat, and we should probably take a land. Or we might be stuck on 3. Their play is a Preacher, an excellent 3-drop that can generate card advantage, as well as generate token men with life link. Luckily it only hits for 2. We have to play out our love boat this turn. We can follow up with the Angel on our next turn, and flip it when it goes on a cruise. They play out a Bat. It's likely taking our Angel, but we'll see. Opponents have been known to make mistakes. They snag the Metamorph. We have nothing on board that we can copy. It's an oopsie-poopsie straight into their shorts. They send in their Preacher. He's going to give us a stern talking to. The great part is he generates a token which cancels out the damage they're going to hit us with. Angel, you're up, get in there. We'll have her board the love boat, and we can get in for some face lovin' that we all enjoy. They snipe the Angel, leaving us with only the love boat once again. They play out a Desecration Demon. It's a big whopper for only 4 mana. We'll need to draw a land or we could very well be cooked. That's 4 damages, but thanks to the token they generated and the demon, the net total is 0. We hit on a land, and we can play out the Wanderer and take out their board. Sure, we'll lose her when they attack in, but they'll be down to only a 1/1 token. That's 3 of their cards gone for only 1 of ours, and we get our Metamorph back. Pilfer is a rather solid card. They can take any card they want. I figured they'd take the 3 steps ahead, but they want the Metamorph gone. We draw another Angel. This time we have a counter spell to stop any incoming removals. Let's get her in there. Everybody loves going on a cruise. It makes you come back as a different person. They don't try for a removal, and we get our hit in, and we'll get our Angel back at the end of the turn. All we need now is a Synthesizer to take full advantage. Another Preacher, we could counter it, but in the long run the Preacher isn't going to do much damage to us, and they are on a clock. Our Surveil land shows us a Thresher on top. That's perfect. With our love boat, it means multiple cards being drawn from that one guy. We're going with life link. If they want a race, they're going to be falling further and behind. They go for a blood letter, but that is something we can't let them have. It'll double the damage we take. Let's go ahead and smash it. They poop it and scoop it to a card they didn't make us toss. This is Crazy Katana. The sword is sharper than the mind when it should be the other way around. We get an excellent 3-lander. We've got a very good sequence starting on turn 3, and luckily we are going first. Keep. Katana might be busy cutting their pants into Daisy Dukes. Let's give them a moment. They drop a bandit's talent. The card tossing will begin. Discard is one of our better matchups, since they are usually a bit light on removals, and they can't do anything about our synthesizer setting up our draws. It's time to play our factory outlet. We can't slash prices this time, but Robot Overlords will definitely be making an appearance soon. On top we have a split up and a land. They might not have much in the way of men, so we'll ship the sweeper, but we do need to hit 4 mana for an instant synthesizer. Oh wow, a pixie player. I didn't think they were still around. At first I did want to toss the Metamorph. If they have removal, it won't as great a play. And you know they love bouncing their removal enchantments. But we can always play out the Metamorph after a surprise synthesizer. Let's drop the stock up. We want firepower in hand. They send in their pixie for the 2 whole damages. We'll take it, bro. They play a scroll shift on their talent. We could counter it, but then we don't have a surprise synthesizer. Since they are tapped out, we'll fire off our surprise synthesizer. On top we have the Love Boat as well as a Wanderer, but with only 4 mana, we can't afford the high price tag of the Planeswalker. We'll let the Metamorph go. The Angel means life gain, which is likely to be more important this game than an additional walking, talking synthesizer. Normally we want the Love Boat down first, but this time we can't afford to end up tossing the Angel, so we'll play her out. Say hello to my little friends. We'll give our Robot Overlord a shirt that says I love to spank and send him in. The beauty of having multiple men is they usually only pack one for 1 removal enchantments. They have to choose between making us toss cards or spend their turn trying to minimize our numbers. Here comes 1 removal, and they have the mana for a second one. There it is. We'll let the tapped Robot Overlord go down. That still leaves us with 2 men, and we'll have another 2 on the way. We draw a land, but let's get the Love Boat down first. Free shipping on all Robot Overlords, no refunds and no returns. Damages must be sucked down greedily. Our Surveil land shows us another land on top, we'll bin it. More ammo would be better. They go for their newest darling, the Sun Pearl Kirin, but they don't have the mana to bounce enough removals to bail them out. Sure, this is going to take out one of our Robot Overlords, but what about the other 3? They realize they're cooked anyways and poop it and scoop it. Smell you later, bro. This is Jack Alabama. He has 2 first names because he couldn't decide on only one. Nice. My mama told me there would be hands like this. There will be synthesizing and Robot Overlords. Keep. They throw down an Is It land. Surely there must be cutters in our future. We draw an authority, and we'll play it out right away. If they're on cutter, they will be struggling. It's time for our first factory outlet. With what we have in hand, we can afford to slash prices. On top we have a land and a split up. We still have a land in hand, and the split up pairs nicely with our authority. They play out a Dragonologist, which lets them get a card off the top of their deck. The bad news for them is they have to reveal it. That's a counter spell. While they're tapped out, we'll play out the second factory outlet. We get 1 Robot Overlord who is ready to smash. On top we have a Metamorph and another Authority. We don't really need a second one, so we'll ship it on down. Jack Alabama passes the turn. They got themselves stuck on 3, and will have to toss a card. That's another Dragonologist they tossed out. Instead of playing it, they opted to keep their counter spell up. But with them stuck on 3, they are the ones that have to make plays. We're winning on board, and don't have to do anything else to get the win. Let's get in there. They play out the green Dragon Storm to fetch out a pair of lands. But they tapped out, and we've got the green light for more Robot Overlords on our turn. Our Surveil land shows us a Thresher on top, and we'll gladly take it. This turn has to go to our Metamorph. That will be 3 factories in play plus another 2 Robot Overlords. On top we have our Thresher and a land. Let's take the land first. That'll put us up to 6 mana, and if we get the opportunity we can double spell on our next turn. For now all we have to do is send it. Free delivery, bro. They tap out for a Dragonback Assault. Sure, it takes out one of our synthesizers, but that means it's GG's. They were probably banking on us not having additional artifacts to trigger our factory outlets. But we're primed. We'll play out the Angel first, then follow up with the Thresher to draw our second Thresher. They see it's game over and poop it and scoop it. Tide, bro. Use Tide to get the stains out. This is Shia Thursday. Don't Shia in your pants, bro. This is a family show. We get a very solid 3-lander for this one. This is an auto keep. The time has come to land a factory outlet. Let's warm up the production lines for the Robot Overlords we'll be generating. On top we have a land and a love boat. The goal of the deck is to set sail, so we have to keep the boat. Getting to 6 mana would also be nice, so we'll tuck the land under the boat. They play out a Road Watcher, and get to enjoy some of that sweet self-mill action. Sure, they get a guy back, but is it going to be bigger than our Robot Overlords? I think not. That's a Dragon Conqueror. It shuts down Planeswalkers and artifact activations. Let's play out our second factory and get our first Robot Overlord. All hail our AI masters. On top we have a pair of lands. We definitely want to get to 6, but let's not stick ourselves with double land draws the next couple of turns. They fire off the worst removal spell we've seen in recent memory. Sure, they get to steal one of our synthesizers, and they get a lifelink shirt as well, but if their guy dies, we get a free synthesizer and the triggers that go with it. They send their men, but we're not blocking. Our lone Robot Overlord is more valuable alive than going to an early grave. We'll play out our love boat in preparation for when we can use it. In the meantime, it's another Robot Overlord and extra pump for our growing team. If we get the chance to trade with their Road Watcher, we'll take it. Let's get in there. This game is a race and we can't sit back and watch. They send in their dragon. The Road Watcher has become an ornament. Nice one, bro. It looks pretty just sitting there. They snipe our synthesizer, but with a pair of Robot Overlords we still have a chance. There's our 6th land anyways. We'll play out the Angel, then follow up with the Thresher. We can fire back with our Robot Overlords and gain some life in the process. Should we keep one of our AI men back to block? We definitely have to go in with one, but should both be going in? Let's send it. If they take 10, they'll be in a tough spot. They hit our Angel with a removal enchantment. That is unfortunate, but it's far from over. This guy is also a pixie player. On the bright side, they might be tapping down their 2 big men. They do send them in. The split up we have will make them pay. Their shorts will take a severe hit. We draw a 7th land, will works out just fine. Let's hit them with the split up. On top we have an Authority and a Thresher. These are both fine. Let's take the Thresher first. Now we'll play out the Metamorph and make a 2nd synthesizer. We'll use it to crew up the Love Boat and go in for damages. Our boat smashes them in the face. It's all good lovin'. Damages, bro, damages. They were trying to supercharge the Pixie plan, but it's still bad against AI men. GG's, extra cheese. This is Badger from Breaking Bad. Yes, Badger, you're fantastic. We get a solid 3-lander with a factory, an authority, a stock up for acquiring more ammo, and the crippling sweeper. Keep your pants on. Because we want our factory outlet to come down on schedule, we have to start with our surveil lands. On top we have a plains, we'll keep it. Our surveil land shows us a 3 steps ahead on top. We'll keep it, that's a surprise synthesizer. For now we'll play out the authority and slow them down if they have hasty men. What did I say about hasty men? There's one now, but when they show up without pants, they have to stop and put some on. This is a family show after all. It is time to synthesize. Robot Overlords don't generate themselves. On top we have a land and another authority. We'll ship the land, but another authority might be more life gain than they can handle. They throw down a screaming nemesis, but in a few turns it might be crying in sadness. We'll pass the turn. Our play will be an instant synthesizer. The shock on their face might be fantastic. They play out a Corpses of the Lost. Very neat, but all it does is give us another point of life. They send it on in, and now is when we'll fire off our 3 steps ahead. Just have to make sure this guy doesn't have menace. Everything looks good, it all checks out. On top we have another land and a love boat. We definitely want to send our men on a cruise. They drop a miner in, but with it coming down they've done a whole 2 damage to our life total. We'll be punching for some serious damages. As much as I'd like to wipe their men out and get rid of the nemesis, the love boat has to come down. Another pair of Robot Overlords will take our AI men up to 6-6. Beefy goodness delivered right to your face, bro. Can't complain about that. Their draw must have been fantastic, they poop it and scoop it. Some pants were harmed in the making of this video. This is Momo. In the midnight hour, she cries out Momo. With a rebel yell. We get a 3-lander to start this one. It looks kind of suspect. Our only play will be a Thresher. The boat is fine, but we need better ammo. Mull. Then we get a 3-lander with an authority, an angel, a factory and a split up. This is so much better. Keep. We'll ship the sweeper. The rest of our cards are better at making the opponent concede. We like it when they drop a swamp and there's no duress. We draw the split up we sent on down. Don't tell the judge we're pulling a fast one. They drop a bat down. This decision should take a while. They have to choose between the split up and the synthesizer. She is definitely going to be crying Momo. We draw another authority. 1 is good but twice is nice. Wait a second, a toxic guy? It kind of makes sense why they went with the sweeper over the synthesizer now. This is likely not Demon Black as I had first thought. Let's get our factory outlet down, and we can turn out Robot Overlords at never seen before low prices. On top we have a stock up and a 3 steps ahead. I'd like to take both, but we don't have 4 mana for the instant synthesizer. They're trying to poison us. They'll want to get in for hits with their toxic men as much as possible, but we're about to clog up the battlefield once we start generating Robot Overlords. Let's get the angel in there. With it in play, we'll have effective blocks on both of their men. They slam down a Terminator. It will complicate things, but we've dealt with them before. We've got sturdy pants on. We draw a split up. That is one way of dealing with the Terminator. But do we really want to burn it on only one enemy? Let's go with the stock up instead. We're low on groceries. We need a 4th land for sure. And how about the Thresher? It's more card draw, especially with the love boat in play. We'll give the angel vigilance, and we can get in there without losing our ability to block. They snipe our angel, and we're rather open for business now. Will they swing in with everyone? Only the Terminator and the bat come on in. That'll give us the opportunity to take out the critical men with our sweeper. They hit our Robot Overlord with a removal as well. It's too bad they didn't do that before attacking. In that way they could have sent the toxic guy as well. Let's smell their men later. Get gone, girls. They fire off a Vat Emergence and take our angel right out of the grave. It's a tragedy and a shame, but not a permanent one. They follow up with another toxic guy. I mean, why not, right? Might as well give us a 2 for 1. Wait, they do know we have another split up in hand, right? Sometimes opponents are their own worst opponents. With all their men tapped and 1 card left in their hand, this is an easy choice. Should have kept your pants on, bro. We'll play out the Love Boat. The summer tourist season is almost here, and we have to be prepared. They hit our Robot Overlord with a removal, but one thing is certain. They did not bring enough removals to stop our AI men. We'll go with a Thresher this time. Card draw is absolutely amazing, and when you can repeat it, it can win games. They have a removal for the Thresher, but we can still crew up the Love Boat. There will still be damages, and we have a Robot Overlord for our next turn. A Scrap Trap. The wonders never cease. Sure, it adds a poison, but they are out of cards. We'll stick to the Thresher plan, and this time we'll get a double draw from it. The Love Boat wants to smash you in the face, bro. It's not a boat of love, it's a boat of pain. They poop it and scoop it. GG's extra cheese. And that, my friends, is another satisfied customer.